Jeffrey's idea of latency and of Fuji, it's not so much about incubation. It's more about um, what happens. It's how the body sort of maintains and processes toxicity in a more general way, I think is what we want to say. So it's not limited to, say, for example, like in Jeffrey's idea, it's not limited to like viruses, you know what I mean? And bacterial or fungal entities. That's like maybe one aspect of it. But another aspect of it, oops, but another aspect of it would also just be, more generally toxic environmental factors, estrogens in the, you know, water or something like that, or, heavy metals in the water. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. That would be included in his concept. Um, I think broadly speaking, this concept with Jeffrey would also include even like genetic factors, genetics. The idea of latency in Jeffrey's teaching would also include internal as well as external pathogenic factors. Whereas that's definitely not the case with Wen Bing. Wen Bing is specifically talking about some kind of external wind, some external heat in the environment, which got in you in the summer, and then you're gonna get sick in the fall, or something like that. You get sick in the spring, and it's gonna get sick in the winter. That kind of thing. So it's incubating inside of you. So it's exclusively from the outside. So that's why I say like Jeffrey's concept is a bit more broad. It's certainly more broad, if not more complex. Um, and then Jeffrey's model in that sense, like what's very important in Jeffrey's model is, this is so when being incubation and obviously the idea is the four levels. Whereas with Jeffrey, it's more like, as I say, both internal and external pathogenic factors. And then the other thing about Jeffrey is that it includes very, very clearly, like what's very important about this model is this idea of the Sting level. That's why he joke, and I'm joking, but that's why he says like what's missing in the Wenbing is this fifth level, because this fifth level is what's so important. And so that Jing level is what comes out by using eight extra vessels, um, by using divergent channels. So the eight extra vessels and divergent channels become the key mechanisms for understanding and dealing with latency. And to some extent also the low, because the low have this movement to the source. So this idea of like the low as being also through the blood having this possibility of dealing with latent pathogens. So that's again why it's like much more robust in some sense, this way of looking at it, because it's including this Jing level, and the way we get there is multifaceted. I mean, it would include the primary channels too. I mean, it kind of includes everything, because anything that has a connection back to the Jing level is able to get us there. So then we have this very comprehensive model of what are the various ways in which in which the body maintains itself. You know, that's and again that again is another key difference in Jeffrey's idea. It's about adaptation. It becomes about adaptation and survival. It's about adaptation and survival, as opposed to simply about an incubation period.